In this video, I'm going to show you how to edit your WordPress theme CSS style. Now, there are thousands upon thousands of themes for WordPress available online, and I'm sure you'll find one that sort of fits your needs, but no matter how hard you try, I'm sure you'll find that whatever theme that you decide to choose for your blog, there's going to be something about it that you might like to change. You might like to change, say, the typeface, or you might like to change the picture that's on there, or some of the layout and so on. And if there is something about your WordPress theme that you'd like to change, this is how you do it. What you have to do first of all is to make some changes to the permissions of the CSS page, the CSS style sheet, so that you can alter it. And you do this either by using an FTP software package like FileZilla, or you can use the file manager settings on your control panel, either on cPanel or, as in this particular site, it uses extended control panel. And you need to look for where the theme that you are going to edit is stored on your server. And in this particular one, it's in public HTML blog, WP-content themes, and then the theme that I'm going to edit, which is 2010. And you want to scroll down until you find a page that is called style.css. Now, depending on the theme that you have, because all themes are slightly different, this particular file might be called something else, but it will end in .css. You'll see there's lots of different files that make up a WordPress theme. And you need to change the permissions to make it editable. So what you have to do on this particular file manager that I'm using is you right-click and then come down to where it says chmod. If you're using a different type of FTP software, then you should refer to the instructions for how you change the permissions. And you want to change the permissions to 777. And this means that it can be read, executed, and written by everybody. Some shared hosting packages won't allow you to change your permissions to 777, in which case you should contact the administrator and ask him or her which permission set you can use to do this. I've got it set to 777, so I'm going to click on Save. And there you go. You can see that is now changed to 777. Okay, so I'm coming back now to the dashboard, and we're coming down to Appearance, Themes. I've got the current theme selected, and then I come down here to Editor and click on that link there. And this window opens up, and you can see the various templates that come included with the theme. Make sure that the theme that you're going to edit is the right one, and you can choose them from a drop-down menu, but we're going to keep it here on 2010. Okay, first thing, very important, you need to save this, because once you've committed yourself to changing it, that's it, you can't undo it. But if you already have it saved somewhere else, you can simply restore it back to the way it was, back to the default setting. The easiest way of doing that is to click here in this inner window, right click, do select all, then right click again and copy, and then you want to paste it into a text file. So let's just open up the text editor, just opening up Notepad, and then paste it in, Control and V, and now I'm going to just save it onto my desktop, and I'm going to call this Style CSS, and then just save that. Okay, that's saved now, and I can close that down. Alright, this is the CSS style sheet. If you're familiar with CSS, it should be quite easy to follow. If you're not, it can look a bit daunting, but it really is actually quite straightforward. At the top here, you'll have some information about the style sheet. You don't really need to worry about that. None of this is going to need to be changed. And in fact, sometimes with the license, like for example, if it's under a GNU public license, then you must leave this as it is. This is all part of the terms and conditions. And if I scroll down here a bit, you can see all the different things that there are. You see, it tells you that the layout is 2 columns, and it gives you the code for the columns. You've got the sidebars or not, and again, it gives you the whole things here, like the width of the sidebar. Here you've got 900 pixels, and if we go a bit further down, it has things like the font sizes and weights, etc. There's a whole lot of different stuff that you can find here, and then it just basically gives you everything that you need to know to completely customize it. For example, you change the background colors. This is the hexadecimal code for the various colors that you have. The margins, for example, here you've got 20 pixels for the margins left and right, and padding and so on. And if you want to make any changes, all you have to do is just simply type them in. Like, let's say I want to make the left margin 10 pixels, and we'll make the right margin 30 pixels to compensate. I can simply do it just like that, and then when I've finished making all my changes, I can come down here and click on Update File, and there you go, it says the file has been edited successfully. After you've finished editing, you should go back into your control panel or to your FTP software and change this permission back to 644, and this will prevent anybody from hacking into your style sheet and changing it in a way that you might not want. CSS is quite an involved subject, so if you'd like to learn more about it, there are lots of resources available online. Just do a search in Google for free CSS tutorial, and you'll find quite a number. As you can see, there's about 13 million according to this search result here. There are some that you have to pay for, but there are, as you can see here, quite a lot that you can get for free.